morning, everyone, and welcome to the presentation of the Renegade and Compass plug-in hybrid. In June, I was appointed head of Jeep in EMEA. It's an honor for me to lead this iconic brand as a new phase in its history begins. These two models will start a path leading to the electrification of the entire Jeep lineup by 2022. The Jeep way to electrification offers zero-emission driving the plug-in hybrid in full electric mode, but allows the all-terrain safety of a 4x4 that intervenes when needed. We have created a new name for this exclusive combination, 4xe. Starting with Renegade and Compass, the 4xe logo will mark the plug-in hybrid Jeeps and will be the symbol of an electrification model conceived to provide customers with substantial benefits. 4xe means efficiency. The Jeeps we are introducing today offer the lowest consumption ever. 4xe means capability and safety in any weather conditions, since a Jeep is always a Jeep, a vehicle created to go beyond expectation both off-road and in the city. 4xe also means responsibility for the environment and for customers who require and will get low operating costs. The new Jeeps 4xe are sustainable by birth. The Italian Melfi plant, where they are made, started production of the Renegade in 2014, the first Jeep model fully manufactured outside North America. A few weeks ago, the Renegade was joined by the new Compass 1.3, and now by the plug-in hybrid versions of both models. Setting up in Melfi is a great advantage for EMEA customers, who will benefit from proximity and improved logistics. Melfi is now one of the best FCA and Jeep plants in the world, in terms of processes, of quality and respect for the environment. It produces its own electricity and heat, which is equivalent to the consumption of a city with a population of 25,000. It reuses 100% of the water needed for production. It sends zero waste to landfill, and in the last 10 years, it has reduced its CO2 emissions per vehicle by 2/3. And over the past year, has added the technology and skills needed to produce the new Renegade and Compass plug-in hybrids. High-voltage systems have brought to profound evolution of the handling, assembly and safe management of components processes. The marriage of the high-voltage battery has been automated. New vehicle diagnosis and validation systems have been introduced, and training on the new process has studied in depth the issues relating to the battery pack, its connections and wiring, and to the insulation, programming and installation of the components. Melfi is now a unique example of how efficiency, innovation and sustainability can go hand in hand. It's no coincidence that the new 4xe models are produced right here. The 4xe lineup reinforces the value that have always made a Jeep: freedom, adventure, authenticity and passion. The freedom to go anywhere and do anything, even in restricted traffic zones. The adventure of driving open air, far from the crowd, with nature providing the soundtrack. The authenticity of always being true to yourself, more Jeep than ever. And the passion, reminding us once again that you don't drive a Jeep, you live it. And you really do live it everywhere. With hybrid propulsion, high-efficiency batteries, the ability to travel in full electric mode, the ready-to-use torque, we're launching a new way of living a Jeep, offering us the best of three worlds: on-road, off-road, and in town. You'll see when you test drive one. And since that's not possible right now, we are preparing a schedule of socially distanced events for each country. You'll get behind the wheel of these cars very soon. Getting on a new Renegade and Compass hybrid, you will discover that the new Jeep 4xe are also very, very fun to drive. This is exactly what some old friends of Jeep said after testing the cars.
Amazing, so funny.
The Jeep you don't expect.
Is it really electric?
Let's jump into the world of a 4xe together. We start off when parking the car in the evening and connect it to the easy wall box. Using the control function, we can set our favorite recharge times and days. We can even set it to charge at the right time to the best electricity tariffs, no matter if we forget to. It can be done on the app as well. The next morning, when I wake up, I can check the charge status of a vehicle and in general status of my Jeep. In the meantime, while having my morning coffee, I can send the destination through the My Navigation functionality straight to my Jeep. As we're starting out with a fully charged battery, we know we can complete most of the journey in pure electric mode. On a hot day, we turn on the air conditioning remotely to set the passenger compartment of our Jeep just to the right temperature, even before we go downstairs to the parking lot. This is a programmable function too. In fact, with the app, as you can set the time, the day, and also the repetitiveness of this operation. As soon as we leave, our smartphone connects automatically to the onboard Uconnect system. From then on, we can interact with the car via touchscreen. On the startup, Renegade and Compass are set in hybrid mode to default for the maximum ease of use. But today's day, we're gonna go in the city and we set the car to the 100% electric mode. That way, we're constantly traveling at zero emissions. The electric motor generator in the middle of the axle provides traction to the rear wheels. The internal combustion engine only turns on in case of kickdown or when the battery level is low. The regenerative braking function means you can recover energy when decelerating and braking. The range is around 50 kilometers, enough for most of in-town journeys. When you travel a longer distance on the highway or on the ring roads, maximum speed in full electric is around 130 kilometers per hour. Now we arrive downtown, and that's the ideal time to recharge while we're around and do our errands. With the My Easy Charge function, we can find the nearest charging point, and the navigation system will tell you how to get there. There's another benefit here. The app offers cashless payment for the energy you buy. The journey continues out of town. The 4x4 system is always ready to manage any situation, urban or extra-urban like now, providing maximum traction and safety. By increasing the speed and the required power, the system automatically switches to the combustion engine, located in the front of the car, giving traction to the front axle. E-Save mode is available on the 4xe Jeep with two options, battery save and battery charge, which we can select on the touchscreen. In the former, the system maintains the remaining battery life. In the latter, it makes us get it back to the city with the battery fully charged again. The costing function means you can recover energy and build up charge when you release the accelerator pedal. The regenerative braking can be set to 2 levels with more or less engine brake effect. With all these energy-saving functions, Renegade and Compass plug-in hybrid emission in combined cycle are below the 50 grams of CO2 per kilometer. It's the end of the day and we want to have some fun. It's time to put our Jeep to the test in the most familiar terrain. When we set in an off-road course, the car detects automatically the need of traction and both axles are working at the same time. With the 4xe system, Jeep keeps the 4x4 feature that customers are used to, all controlled by the Select Terrain system. By operating the rotary selector, we inserted traction in both axles. The selector let us choose from 4 modes, 5 on the Trailock. The same switch controlled the options 4x4 Low, the 4 optimized response in any sandy and rocky terrain, and the 4x4 Lock, and maintain permanent 4x4 traction up to 15 km per hour. The driver's safety, even on rough surfaces. The Trailock version includes, as always, steel underbody protection systems, full under the body of a car, and to ford water up to 50 centimeters deep. The batteries, controls, modus, all the electrical wiring are fully sealed. In hybrid mode, Renegade and Compass reach a maximum output of 240 horsepower and provide unprecedented off-road performance. Yes, that's right, the 4xe has even better capabilities than a conventional 4x4. These are the 3 reasons why. First, the electric motor offers higher torque, as much as 2,500 Nm. Second, the electric torque is almost instantaneous, with no delay between pushing the accelerator pedal and the wheel response. Third, the electric motor provides maximum traction and torque control even at very, very low speeds.
Hybrid is a challenge for all car engineers because it forces them to think in terms of dual systems, dual requirement and dual constraints. But by meeting the challenge, hybrid also results in dual benefits. What are the benefits of electric cars? First and foremost, zero local emissions combined with being completely noise-free. Significant energy recovery in deceleration that would otherwise be scattered on the brake discs, instantaneous well-controlled torque delivery, and of course lower energy bills. What about the benefit of the internal combustion engine? Greater range, the extent of the fuel distribution network, the option of charging the batteries while the vehicle is moving. The plug-in hybrid system means you can use the two power sources together or separately without losing any of these customer benefits. Let's take a look at the components that make up the 4xe system. The front traction is provided by the internal combustion engine. The new 1.3-liter four-cylinder turbo of the global small engine family at 130 or 180 horsepower. Traction on the rear wheels is provided by an e-axle, an electric motor integrated with a speed reducer and a differential delivering 60 horsepower and 250 Nm torque. A second high-voltage electric motor works in synergy with the petrol engine, recovering or providing torque on the crankshaft during the transients or generating electricity to recharge the battery. The system is completed by a lithium-ion battery pack which powers the e-axle located in the center of the car in a protected position underfloor. The power modules that control the electric motors are integrated here, together with the hybrid control processor which supervises the entire system. The module that manages battery recharge, both the high voltage and the 12-volt ones, is located inside the trunk. Now, let's see how the system works. The director is the hybrid control processor, a control unit that works to guarantee the required performance, always obtaining maximum energy efficiency from each subsystem. To do this, we have developed an optimization algorithm with two functions: to modulate the response of the electric motors and the internal combustion engine, also taking into account the battery charge level, and to manage the torque distribution between the two axles in order to provide superior traction in all conditions. The same algorithm makes the petrol engine automatically start when the performance required exceeds the capability of the electric motor alone and when the battery reaches the minimum. 4xe means two cars in one. A completely noise-free zero-emission car for the city, which turns into a 240 horsepower off-roader capable of tracking routes worthy of a real Jeep with ease and extraordinary precision. It does all this without disrupting the driver's usual routine. From the MyUConnect app to the controls, the entire car is designed as an integrated ecosystem to guarantee simplicity and immediacy of the use.
We have created an ecosystem that includes the factory, the product, and the services to take the customer into the world of electrification. This starts as soon as you choose, thanks to the new Go4xe app, which simulates the use of a Jeep hybrid while you drive your current car. Based on your driving style and routine, it calculates energy consumption in real time, distance travel, and environmental impact. That way, you can find out how much you can save with the hybrid. Moreover, it gives you the location of charging points, and it also calculates the amount of public incentives locally available. Go4xe is the smartest way to join in with the new world of electrification. After purchase, the customer experience continues with the My You Connect app. Once you have downloaded the app and sign up on the portal, you can access a range of services such as usage status, maintenance, navigation, electric charging, and how to deal with any difficulties or emergencies, including if the car is stolen. Via My You Connect, you also have access to a multitude of other apps, including one for remote management of the Easy Wallbox Home charging system, or another to search and pay cashless for charging points, as we have seen earlier on. With our apps and the services they put at your fingertips, customers don't only buy a car, they buy a complete solution to live out, manage, enrich, and enjoy their mobility experience. In almost 80 years, Jeep has proven its ability to change with the times, and the new 4xe lineup continues this path by interpreting a new concept of mobility on which we are building the future of the brand. A perfect balance between efficiency, fun on-road and off-road, urban style, and of course, respect for nature. This evolution is completely in line with our history, because no brand has ever been in touch with nature as much as Jeep. Jeeps are created to take us places we can only reach in a Jeep, and now they continue to do so, noise-free, at zero emissions, consciously, responsibly, and sustainably. With 4xe, no need to choose. You have the electric when you want and the 4x4 when you need it. 4xe is 100% hybrid, 100% 4x4, and 200% Jeep. The Renegade and Compass plug-in hybrids that take us into the world of 4xe are at once the new chapter in the Jeep history and the beginning of the future, a future we intend to take care of.